myathlete podcasts. Μικρές θεματικές συζητήσεις για την εργομέτρηση, την προπόνηση, τη διατροφή και γενικότερα την ευεξία μέσα από την άσκηση. We welcome you to this series of podcasts that we're having here in myathlete, and I have Katy Taveira with me, who is the nutrition specialist here in myathlete, and the discussion obviously is gonna be about nutrition in combination with exercise. So to me, one very important thing to start with is to say, to clarify the link between nutrition and exercise. Why do we eat? And recently, why do we eat all the time?
My goodness, how many hours do we have to speak today?
Yes, it's a long...
So, to start, I'm very happy to be here today to start this today, and I would like to start by saying without nutrition, there is no exercise. The two go together hand in hand, regardless if you're going to have a workout for half an hour or if you're training 6 hours a day. Mm-hmm. Now, everything is in moderation and everything is in perspective on what you're going to do. To start, you don't need too much focus on nutrition if you're going to go for a little 30-minute walk, for example. It's you need a little bit of water and so forth. As your intensity increases, then you have to put more focus on what you're eating before, during, and after. Mm-hmm. It all changes on the intensity of the exercise.
In the Western civilization these days, it seems like we all day we have food in our minds. Why do you think this is happening?
See, this is a very big problem, that there's food available everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's things available, and we don't need 70% of what we think we need. For example, you go to the gym and you're there for 1 hour, you do something light, and as soon as you finish the gym, you get an energy bar, an energy drink, and a sandwich, for example. So basically, you're consuming more energy than what you need for that particular thing. So it's a mindset, I think. As soon as you start moving a little bit, you believe you need a lot more energy, a lot more carbohydrates, protein than you need. So it's all about putting things down in paper, putting things down in a plan, and saying how much energy do I really need in one day, and how much am I actually consuming. And then you will see the benefits of how you feel. We're talking about obesity rising now in America and all over the world because there's just too many options. And it doesn't help that there's marketing everywhere for sugar. For children, it starts with children, and for all of us. And every single life event that we have in our lives is celebrated with food and high calorie, not nutritious food.
Yes, all significant events like weddings, even funerals, even are linked in a way with a buffet.
Yes.
And this is, but I have a very difficult question. Okay, but this is a reality. Is there a way that you can stop thinking about food?
Yes.
Which one?
You have to train your mind. It's all about control. It's all about control. And I think that this doesn't happen overnight. It takes years, especially for someone who has a very high stressful career and they're working all day and they don't eat all day. They come home, and the moment that they relax, the idea of eating relaxes them. But it's actually proven that the chemicals in the food and sugar and so forth releases a hormone from your brain that relaxes you. But the problem is that these hormones immediately, as soon as you finish eating one thing, it goes away and it comes back the other urge to come for the next urge, and cravings and cravings and cravings. And the goal is that when we have to train our mind in order not to have these cravings, the least amount of sugar and the more nutritious food we eat, the more nutritious food we want. If we're hungry, for example, at the end of the day, we try to fill our bodies and try to fill our fridges and our homes with healthy food. Mm-hmm. If you have a lot of unhealthy food in your home, you're going to eat it, no matter what. If it's out of your mind, it's going to be out of your body. So this is the first step. And it all takes control, a program. There's some steps that I can talk to you about and what I think that is very simple. So we can make these little steps in order to start eating and feeling healthier.
Okay. You may find these tips in a later episode of this podcast.